Once upon a time, the door to happiness was open. Walking in the sea, fresh air, sunshine and love. Everyone's eating each other. Everything, everywhere. It's gone, no more the end.
What's going on, guys? Bart here with Tully Television, and today we're going to be coming into your airwaves with a comic book review. But before we get into all that, I want to thank all of you returning viewers, new viewers, future viewers on checking us out here. I hope that we can earn your subscription. I hope that we can entertain you, educate you, make you feel something about the content we're putting out. If I'm sounding a little stuffy, it is because I'm fighting a virus currently, and I am in fact stuffy and suffering from like chest and nasal congestion, so I do apologize for that, but I am wanting to keep myself busy, and this is how I can stay busy without getting myself stir crazy. Sorry, I'm going to try not to do that too much during the taping here. But we're going to be getting into Once Upon a Time at the End of the World, issue 8 here. I like that cover. This has been one of my more favorite covers that they have come out with. This part of the series falls under the rise and fall of Golgonooza, and this particular issue is entitled The Mist Between Us, written by Jason Aaron, Leila Del Duca as the illustrator, Tamara Bonvillain is the colorist, and this particular cover was done by Kevin Wada, Corey Goodbye, and Becca Carey. Now, again, to recap, this series is 15 issues. Each 5 issues is broken up into books, and then each book, so to speak, or story arc, deals with certain time jumps in the relationship between Maceo and Esmeralda. And here, we catch up with them as they started Golgonooza, the City of Love, and we see how they started and the new people that have come in. We see that this is very much a feel-good city where it's pretty much it reminds me of the Roman Empire to the degree where there's just free love everywhere. You know, everyone's with consent. I don't know why I did that, but with consent, everyone's just basically fucking everybody, okay? And they don't have any issues saying that here in these books. Matter of fact, we see a couple talking to this young man here about being the third, and does he consent? Is he, oh wow, yeah, baby, and all that stuff. And then we see here kind of the mist rising up near them that we've seen the last couple of issues that stem from this pit that has been helping Maceo power this facility, right? But there seems to be this green mist that's emitting from the depths of this pit, and we see at the end of the last issue that it affected a character by the name of Wendy, and we see Wendy now emerging from that pit at the beginning of this issue, and they're asking her, Wendy, are you okay and everything? She seems really spacey and out of whack. And on day 1093, they called it the first of the misted. And so she attacks these three unprovoked, you know what I mean? No matter how you feel about quote-unquote sexual liberation, those three people weren't doing anything to anybody. They were consenting adults. And Wendy came out of this pit and attacked them. And so after she was subdued, we see like the doctor, their doctor, Maceo and Esmeralda, basically wondering what happened to Wendy, because everyone says like Wendy's such a wonderful person and this and that. This is really out of the ordinary for her. She's shown no signs of aggression before that. And in the meantime, we see her saying stuff like, you lied, it said, it's not joy that we deserve, no, no, no. It said there's only one path. And this really triggered Esmeralda, because that's something the Wasteland Rangers used to say. And they go to the pit to find out what's really going on, and Esmeralda's kind of taking it out on Maceo a little bit, and he's trying to be understanding to the whole thing. But we kind of start seeing the cracks between these two lovebirds. We also see Esmeralda here talking with her other, I guess you want to call it a girlfriend or whatever like that. And they're on a date in the little garden, and they're going over their feelings about what happened. And we see a flashback to Ma here after she was defeated by Esmeralda. And that's why she's feeling all sorts of ways, because it triggered a lot of those bad memories of her time as a Wasteland Ranger. And but you know, her date is understanding. Again, this is very a city of polyamory, so to speak. Maceo's getting down with other people too, so it's not like he's just sitting it out, you know, letting her do whatever. We see Maceo trying to figure it out, but as he goes down to the pit to try to collect some of the mist, he notices as if it's moving away from him. So he's curious about why that's happening. And then we see kind of their beginning, near the beginning of Golganoza. This is their representation of when they're making love and stuff. And basically Maceo had asked Mezzi to marry him, and she said yes. We see here as more people come into Golganoza and their freedom of sexual liberation, so to speak, Esmeralda gets asked, don't you get jealous or whatever like that? And her and Maceo both explain, like, yes, we do tend to maybe get a little jealous, but we talk about it and we reassure each other that we love each other as well, more than anything. And then everybody just begins to have themselves a little orgy, or making love with each other but with others around. They will also question if this has ever been invented before. They call it cuddle buddies. And yes, orgies were created before, and they thought that basically if that was around before, there would have been no end of the world. But not everyone is that evolved, I guess, or that open with their love. We come back to the present, where Esmeralda is called Love Rich, And again, more opening up of feelings and stuff. We see someone entering the hot springs in current time, and she claims that someone touched her without consent. And initially, I think it's this guy, but someone was touched again, and his hands were above the water this time. So basically, she's getting blamed for kind of causing a problem when there didn't need to be a problem. We pick up again with Esmeralda and her little date here, and they notice someone watching, and I want to have you keep that in mind, that scene. And then for some reason, a bunch of rats come up from the ground and attack them. She winds up going to Maceo to help her look for maybe where these rats came from, and Maceo's like, man, we checked everywhere, there's no rats anywhere, and the thing is, there's no scratches on you and this other lady, so if you are attacked by a pack of rats like that, you would have scratches, bites, these type of things, but there's no scratches or bites on you. So what is happening, it looks like, at this point, is that the mist is making people hallucinate and act not like themselves on some sort of level. And it seems like Esmeralda may have been affected by the mist to the degree. And as they're talking, she asks Maceo if he was there spying on them. And he was like, no, like, why would I do that and everything? And you can kind of tell here. Some of this is kind of like a Scott Pilgrim type of thing. Like if you remember the Scott Pilgrim versus the World, they used to do these little things to show the representation of how the people are feeling. And now their love meter kind of went down a little bit because Maceo's kind of like, yo, she's starting to wild on me, bro. But they apologize and try to let it slide or whatever because, you know, she's stressed and all this other stuff. And then they're alerted to something that's happened. Wendy has escaped. And Esmeralda is really still on edge because of the Wasteland Ranger trigger. And then we see Wendy here. Was attacked, and the sign says, "You do not deserve to be happy." That was, put on a board on her. And Maceo was like, oh my God, I never realized that we needed to maybe also have a cemetery here. We were so concentrating on making this a city of love that we didn't think about death and sad things like that. This leads to Callista, the other lover of Esmeralda, to leave and say, it was fun while it lasted, kid, but I can't stick around like this. And Esmeralda and Maceo actually wonder if they should leave. But Maceo says, no, we built this, we gotta stay here for these people. And we got to try to figure out what's going on here. And of course, it's stressful. You're trying to build something beautiful and it doesn't go your way. Should you continue to do this or not? They have a funeral for Wendy, and Maceo and Esmeralda talk. And supposedly, Esmeralda says, you're stupid, useless shit. I should have left you in your effing tower. And that really makes Maceo like, what the hell did you say or whatever? Like, he's like, why would you say such a thing? And now she's confused about what's going on, and she said she didn't say that. And he chalks it up to maybe being a little stressed himself, and that's where the issue ends. Issue 9, I'll be ordering soon to continue this part of the story. And then we won't have that much more. We'll only have like 6 more issues after that to complete the whole story. I am still liking the series a lot. I like the art. I do like Maceo a lot. Esmeralda, I like bits of her here and there. But she is starting to irritate me a little bit because, like, her accusing Maceo of that, spying on her kind of irritated me a little bit. But I get what's going on. It's frustration. It seems like, yes, things are going well to a degree of the concept of what they wanted Golganoza to be. But, I don't know, man. That was kind of like a hard right turn for me when they started kind of just concentrating a lot on just everybody always wanting to have sex. And it's like, I guess when you've lived in the world for so many years or 20 years of being by yourself and in ugliness, that you'd want to get that out of your system and supplement it with good feelings. So it seems like a lot of these people are using sex maybe as a way to feel better without them really realizing that's what they're doing. And at the end of this issue, we see a lot of people walking around with face masks on now. So I wonder if they're going to do, why isn't people wearing masks or whatever in the next couple of issues. I don't know, I just thought that was funny. But, yeah, we'll see where this mist is coming from. We'll see if it has anything to do with Ma and the Wasteland Rangers from Esmeralda's past. And we'll see how they can recuperate from their first death of Golganoza, and if they can continue to build this empire that they started. And we know that they don't, because of the first storyline where old woman Esmeralda had to save old man Maceo, and these people were looking for Esmeralda because she was the one that had built Golganoza. Built, meaning past tense, meaning that's no longer there. But that's what I got for this for this review. I'll give this a 7 out of 10. The art is wonderful. I love the cover, but I'm a little tired of seeing all this banging going on. All right, we get it. I get it. But hey, I digress, man. It's just one man's opinion. You know what I mean? You let me know down below if you've been liking this series or not. If you're interested in it. Any of your thoughts at all, positive or negative, you let us know. And until next time, peace, Snookums.